Hello once again, everyone. So today, I want to discuss the Powerpuff Girls. Recently, I started watching the Powerpuff Girls on Netflix. They've got the second and third season now. So I was like, right, I'll check them out, because obviously, back when I was growing up, the Powerpuff Girls were the cartoon, or a cartoon that was on. I started like in 98 and ran until 2005, and so obviously I was like 5 when it started, 5 or 6, and I was like 13, 14 when it ended, I think. Actually, it ended in like 2003, something. It ended some time. It ran for about 5 or 6 years, I think. But it's late. And so I was like, alright, it's on Netflix, I'll give it a watch. Because obviously I rewatched Pokemon recently, which I've not done a discussion video on, just because the way I watched Pokemon, it was very drawn out, compared to the way I've watched Powerpuff Girls, where I've pretty much done it in like 3 weeks or so. Went through the episodes quite quickly for the seasons, and to be honest, I've really actually enjoyed rewatching the show, and it's a pretty decent cartoon still. Like, it actually was amazing to me how it still holds up, you know, because sometimes stuff doesn't hold up the way you remember it. I've known like, I've watched a couple of things that are a bit older, as I've grown up, and it's not to the level of, oh my god, I remember thinking that was absolutely awesome, but with a cartoon like Powerpuff Girls, and equally with Pokemon. Today's cartoons might be slightly more visually appeasing. They have different art styles to what the cartoons of my era, which was the typically drawn out cartoons rather than the 3D rendered ones. I think there's them. I'm gonna say typical one, but because this certainly does seem to be quite a few more 3D rendered cartoons out there today than there was in my day. And so yeah, but the drawing style, though simplistic, is still a fairly decent style, and it's still used today, even though some artists might be able to get better drawings now, because they can add a lot more detail and render them out quicker and stuff with advancements in computer technology and all that jazz. But yeah, it's still like fairly decent. It's not laughably bad graphics and stuff. It holds up, and then the stories that was told through these cartoons, basically an episode was like a 20-minute thing, and typically consisted of 2 sort of 10-minute things, stories, and basically they tell how the Powerpuff Girls go against a certain villain, and the villain sort of wins and is destroying the city, and the Powerpuff Girls then overcome them. And through the course of the episode, they typically teach you like a moral, perhaps, or just something like that. So like one episode dealt with stealing, another dealt with duties and helping people, and not taking care of animals and not bringing them home, sort of thing, and just like dealing with childhood problems, bullying, that sort of stuff. Each episode consisted of doing that, and a couple of episodes repeated it, so like it might have come up in season 2, and then redo it in like season 3 in a different style, different way. it was really interesting, you know, and the characters as well were pretty well formed. You have Blossom, the leader of the Powerpuff Girls, who's about brains. She's the one who formulates plans and stuff, and so there'd be like, that's one role model for a child, is this pretty girl in pink who looks like this stereotypical girl, pink and stuff, roughly back in those days. But she's also smart, so she's not just a blonde bimbo kind of deal, and she teaches you the values of intelligence and stuff. Then you have Bubbles, who's sort of a person who cares about animals, is highly creative because she likes drawing and stuff, but is also very sweet and kind, and sort of handles the monsters typically in her kind fashion of she politely asks a monster to leave in one episode, and the monster does so, sort of thing, and she's there to try and help people out. And then you have my favourite character, Buttercup, who's sort of the more tomboy character in Green. She likes to get dirty. She's the one who's focused on muscles and brawn to solve the problems, and it often does work against the big bad monsters, the tough ones, but the smarter monsters, you obviously have to sort of combine the three girls to be able to defeat them, and it's sort of like, they have to work together to solve some of the problems of Townsville, the sort of fictional place that this is that, and it's brilliant. I really enjoyed just rewatching it. So much so that I changed my Twitter header to the Powerpuff Girls, because I was like, yeah, I'm fed up with my old one. Need something new. So did that. I might change it again eventually, but for now I'm happy to have the Powerpuff Girls on my Twitter. But yeah, I really do recommend, particularly, I don't know how many of my audience is either younger or has young children, but it's a good cartoon to sort of show the younger generations, just because it tells morals like not stealing and all that sort of stuff in a really fun way. You've got comedy, you've got action, and you know, having it just be the Powerpuff Girls rather than the Powerpuff Boys or whatever, it's also a pretty cool step, because it's focused on showing that women can be superheroes as well. And it's like, in one episode, there's not many actual hero women or villains, but it's a lot better. There aren't too many. The ones that we do have are counterparts to male or heroes, but now I think stupid females are in their own sort of, I actually really enjoy a couple that I've picked up recently. So I'm going to end it here, guys, because that's really all I've got to say about the Powerpuff Girls. And apparently my video's going to be quite serious, maybe, because performing, I don't know, we'll have to, because it's too terrible. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time for another video. Peace out, Girl Scouts.